Hello Pisces, this is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're going to look at the energies and the guidance for August 2016 through the tarot. So the first deck that I'm going to use is the Illuminated Tarot deck by Herzer. Feel free to go check out her website. I will link it below for you to check out, and then I will follow up with a card from the Mother's Wisdom deck created by Niki, Dewart and Elizabeth Marglin. Designed by Kostecki-Shaw. So let's get started. Alright, what is the energy for Pisces, August 2016? What is the energy for Pisces, August 2016? I call in the highest of light, the clearest of energy for August 2016. Guide us. August 2016, Pisces. Pisces, August 2016. What are your energies? What do you need to know this month? What is it that you need to know? So the first card we have is the Awakening, also known as Judgment. Strength, crossing. Goes here. Ten of Discs. The Universe. The Tower. King of Wands. Two of Swords. Four of Cups. Page of Cups. Five of Wands, and below it all is the Four of Discs. So, okay. So I feel like Pisces, you're going to have a lot of kind of paperwork that you have to do, something to do with legalities. Finding the right decision. We have the Awakening, Judgment, and so I think that's what your month of August is going to be about, is what will be the best decision for you to do in regards to, I mean, it could be in regards to anything really, but usually with Judgment it has to do more with legalities, paperwork, a divorce possibly, adoption even, or child support, you know, getting a new home, anything to do with lots of paperwork. I feel like you're going to be kind of ruffling through in August. And you're coming from a really solid place financially. I feel like you're doing just fine. You feel very secure in your financial abundance, or even if you're not abundant, you don't feel destitute or, you know, left out in the cold. And that's because you have been very diligent about that, and you've been very diligent to save and put things away, and you've been doing that for quite some time, and you are, you know, you feel like you need to continue doing that. And I think because of you really taking into account needs versus wants, you know, things are going to end up in your favor because you have the universe, the world, and the future. So I think the tides are turning. You know, the lessons are being learned. You're actually learning what it is you need to. And so I think what this Ten of Discs, or also Pentacles, is saying is that, okay, you have been cultivating this financial state, and now you know how to continually do it. So even if something happens, or even if, you know, you have to pay out during this legal time, you know how to keep afloat and keep things flowing in your favor. I mean, you have the King of Wands here, which is fire sign. So, I mean, this could actually, I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it could be, you know, your attorney. It could be the judge. It could be social worker. It could just somebody who is overseeing this process for you. Um, and it's somebody that you trust and understands how you work and what you need. And I think they're going to help you with that shift. I feel like they understand that what you're going through is hard and difficult in many aspects, but needs to happen. And so I think, because here we have the Tower, and the King of Wands, I think, is going to help you soften that blow of the shift. Now, it might, so this, I actually really love having the Tower and the Universe together, because the change will happen, Pisces. The change will come forth, and it might rain down hard and fast, but it is for the better. And you know, it's ripping off the Band-Aid. You know, it stings, but you're healed, Pisces. You're healing and you're healed, and you no longer need that Band-Aid, you know. So in this time, no matter what it is you are going through, Pisces, know that this is just for one moment. You know, this is just one moment of many in your life. And that this moment that you feel like things have kind of shifted or are challenging and might be a surprise to you, that surprise could lead to a really wonderful surprise in the future. And I know, I also get the sense that you don't necessarily know what to choose. You know, this awakening, this, like, well, what do I do? How do I manage this? You know, and people might be like, oh, don't worry, you'll get through it. You know, and you're like, that's not really helpful. And I feel like Pisces, you're hearing that a lot. Like, you know, everything will turn out, everything will be for the better, which is true. It is. I mean, I see it here, but how do you get there? What is it that you need to do to get there? Pisces, you can't just sit back and let it happen. You have to be a part of the shift. Because if you don't, this tower will crash down whether you like it or not. And you have a choice. This is your tower. Okay? Things are going to change. Now, you can be up here when it falls, and you're going to have a long drop to the bottom. You will survive. You will make it through. Or you could be out here, you know, being like, okay, this tower is about to crumble. I'm ready for it. Let's get this done so I can start to rebuild. Okay? You have that choice. So you can read the writing on the wall. Pisces, my love fishies who have the most compassion, the most love I know. I mean, you guys are unconditional, you know. Take that. That's so wonderful to have, and listen to your intuition. Read the paperwork. Make sure it makes sense to you, and I think you're going to find that decision. Don't give in to your environment of people being like, oh, just have a beer, chill out, it's going to be fine. Like, that's, you don't really need that. You know what you need to get through it. Don't take advice that feels icky. Okay? If your response to anything in August when somebody's like, hey, let's go jump off of a cliff, and your response is, well, all right. If you respond like that, stop. Wait. You can always go do that another day. Stop. Okay? Just give it some time to sink in. Okay? Because there's some messages. I mean, here's the Page of Cups. Usually young energy. Cups are water signs like you, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, if you aren't here with, if you are just checking out, which another sign also got, everyone's so linked this month. Um, if you are checked out, you're going to miss out on some of the keys that are really important to you, and you're not going to be fully functioning to be a part of this shift. And that is the most important thing, is that you are present physically, mentally, emotionally this month, because I feel like this is the beginning of a really big shift for you, and you want to oversee this is your life. Make sure that you're there for it. And I feel like I really do feel like this is the beginning of a new cycle for you, and it can be a little uneven and unsettling in ways, but acknowledge that, once again, this is just one step of many. All right, Pisces. Oh, also, since we have the Four of Discs, and I was talking earlier about how you have really been stashing stuff away, taking care to make sure that you have like your rainy day collection nice and fruitful. I think it's also saying that, if you need to get an attorney, if you need to hire somebody to overlook any paperwork, definitely spend the money on somebody who is good. Don't shortchange that. That's really important, that you find yourself the King of Wands, whether it's a man or woman. And the only way to do that is through taking time to research about them, get some suggestions from other people, and then some, really amazing healers, helpers. They have to make a living too, so you might have to dish a little bit of money into making sure that you get the quality that you need. So, all right, Mother Moon, what is the energy, what is the added guidance that Pisces needs for August 2016? Mother Moon, what is the added guidance that Pisces needs for 2016? This one. Rainbow. Rainbow, and underneath it says forgiveness. So I feel like it links right to this tower. Okay? Because I never see tower as necessarily the end all be all, death and destruction. No, it's not like that. It's a shift. And oftentimes it can be challenging because we're not ready to let go, or we're not ready to forgive. So if it's either forgiving yourself, forgiving your ex, forgiving, your ex-boss, or even your new boss, if you need to let go of some hostilities and some anger that you have, and that will also alleviate the tower and will allow it to transfer into the world quicker, and more succinct, more adaptable, just an easier transition altogether. So, and it's so easy to say that, just forgive them, let it go, right? No, I know it's hard. I know everyone has trouble letting go of something or someone. It's just part of being a human. It's tough. It's tough when you've been wronged in some way to, stand up and say, all right, I can move on. I forgive you, because we've made it part of ourselves. We've put it into our hearts and our minds. So it takes time to forgive people, but I really suggest starting that process ASAP, because that will make your month that much more beautiful. And then you'll be able to look back at it and think, ah, that was the beginning of this new wonderful cycle of mine. The beginning of, it's where I refound my joy. Okay, so Pisces. Whew. Hugs and love to you. If you want to get a personal reading, feel free to contact me on my website and we can set something up there. Just fill out the information on the website and I will contact you. Have a lovely August and joy and blessings.